Do you know who makes the best employee, partner, child, and friend? It's usually a people pleaser. And how do I know this? Well, I am a recovering people pleaser. And if you're someone who's recognized your own people pleasing tendencies and want to recover from them, this video is for you. Welcome to Aligned and Flowing. If the content does resonate, please do like and subscribe. So recently, I found myself agreeing to something that I didn't really want to agree to. This involved arranging, organizing, and talking to people about an event that I didn't necessarily want to participate in, much less organize. And what does that show you? Well, classic people-pleasing tendencies. And that got me thinking, okay, when did this term people-pleasing become a buzzword? I hadn't heard of it when I was growing up. And if I think of the first time that I heard of this phrase, it was probably about 5 years ago at most. And what does it mean to be a people pleaser? Well, a people pleaser is someone who's usually the good child, the easy to manage employee. It's the responsible one, the one who always says yes. It's someone who avoids conflict. And society has conditioned us to believe that these are the traits that are good, that are acceptable. And here's the thing, people pleasers are often always considered selfless. But are they really? The problem with people pleasing is that it often ends up in burnout and resentment because you have said yes to people and things when you don't want to and when you didn't have the capacity to do so. So the first part with any problem is identification. So if you don't identify that you're a people pleaser, you're just going to keep on repeating the same patterns until you're absolutely physically and mentally exhausted to the point that you just can't do anything, or you actually end up hating the events and people around you. So, as with anything, step one is identification. The next step is that you really need to identify what you actually want to do. See, the problem is that when we are people pleasers, our sense of acceptance and validation is so tied to other people's expectations and desires. So we've lost touch with who we really are, what we even like. These are the people who morph into the identity of their partners. The children who are always doing what their parents want to do, that their identity is so wrapped up in that of their parents. And the problem is, in that process, you kind of lose touch with what you actually want to do. So there is a moment where you kind of need to unravel everything else to figure out what you actually want to say yes to. Step number 3 is to identify your physical and mental capacity and bandwidth. So you need to understand where your own energy levels are physically and mentally. And that is an empowered place from which you can either say yes or no when someone either asks you for help or wants you to do something. The next step is strong boundaries. See, this was something I struggled with, but you need to realize that boundaries protect both you and the people around you. And when you have strong boundaries, you're saying yes to the things that you actually want to do and can do. So you are bringing a greater positive and more useful energy to the people around you than actually the depleted energy you bring when you've actually said yes to something you don't want to do and you can't actually do. The last step is to understand that no means no. It's a complete sentence. You don't owe an explanation as to why you don't want to do something or why you can't do something at that point in time. It's just that you can't, and that is enough. Now, this is something absolutely hard. It's easier said than done, even for myself. And you also need to realize, now this is a really important one, we people pleasers have learned to rely more on external validation than internal validation. So learning to live for ourselves than for the people around us is a very big and important step. And even for myself, I am learning that I may not be everyone's cup of tea, and me saying no might let down some people. I might not be meeting someone's expectation at that point in time, but at least I'm being honest and authentic to myself and to the people around me. And the people who really are meant to be in your life will understand that and be respectful of that. Despite society labeling people pleasers as selfless, they're actually quite selfish because they're saying yes when they don't necessarily want to or can, purely for the sake of external validation. And now here's the catch. Part of being an adult is understanding that in life there are going to be things that you have to do, that you can do, and that you want to do. And it's always about trying to find that balance and right intersection, because recovering from people pleasing doesn't necessarily mean that you will never do anything that you don't want to do. There might be moments in life where you're going to have to step up and take on that additional responsibility, and that is not necessarily a bad thing. But identifying our own people-pleasing tendencies leads to more self-awareness of who we are and how we operate in the world. And that's what helps us to serve the people around us in a much more empowered and positive way. And if you are a people pleaser or a recovering people pleaser, I would love to hear about your experiences in the comment section. Until next time.